What I'm going to talk to you guys about at a very high level is first where I think we should start. So between our partners at Microsoft, Amazon, and Google, we're seeing a very competitive landscape evolve there, whereas they're building bigger data centers for places to put our data and driving down costs ultimately. And every single one of them does it a little bit different. So when we think about our trusty friends at Google or AWS or Microsoft, we'll just leave Microsoft short for today. Soft, we'll just say that's Microsoft. We have to just think about them in different ways and where they come at it from. So one of the things that people love about Microsoft is the simple way that one, you could buy licensing, and two, the way it integrates with some of their products like Active Directory Federation Services or Azure, AD, or some of their security products, which people at this point in the market aren't even familiar with under their what's called Enterprise Management Suite. So when you start thinking about security and being able to marry that up to Active Directory Federation Services and deploy things down to the Windows 10 device, it becomes a compelling story about how continuity works amongst Microsoft products. Amazon, very similar product set to Microsoft, they have all the different services in the cloud, looks at things from the development side, how do we deal with applications and ultimately the microservices that go along with it. So AWS is a great platform for applications. It does really well with storage. It provides a lot of ability to sort of up and downgrade servers and software, and it even has great monitoring capabilities with what's called CloudWatch, which is one of their products that gives you some insights into what's going on inside of their cloud. And all of them, by the way, have this, so don't get me wrong that they all are doing a good job in management of clouds. Google comes at it from more of a Kubernetes perspective, but ultimately, same idea, has good stuff in their storage departments, when it comes to storing data. And again, I hate to say this, everybody, but I hope you know this, that these big players in the market right now to me, it's a race to the finish. Who gathers all their data and gains it all, and ultimately, one of these guys will become an even bigger gorilla in the 800-pound gorilla story. So back to Google. Storage, they do have the app stuff with Google Apps, we'll call the G Suite, if you will. So it's a compelling story if you want to use those tools together. But what I'm getting at is that these three players all have their pluses and minuses, and it's really important when deciding which one to go to, what services that they provide are going to make the most sense to you. So when we consult with our customers, we talk through all three and ultimately help them better decide, is it a continuity story around products we're already using? Does it make sense because I've already had applications leveraged inside of Amazon? Do I use G Suite and really Google products already where I'm looking to maybe add just a thin client device or I guess thin client to my users and be able to use their whole solution top down? So it's important to choose the right provider. We can help you through that, but ultimately I think these three players in market are where it's headed. So thanks guys, we'll talk again.